Cluskey here again. Top tips from top speakers. This is stuff I've picked up from top speakers all over the world, right through my career, and now passing them on to you if you want them. A big issue is remembering speeches. Yep, I've always thought that I had problems right through my career. At school, I could never remember my Homer's Odyssey and all that sort of stuff, the Shakespeare, learning by rote. Oh, I was absolutely useless. I was always in trouble. And it followed me right through my musical career, songs and that. I always had problems. I talked myself into having problems remembering lyrics for songs. My brother Con, marvellous at it. My daughter is sensational. She can learn 2 or 3 new songs in a week, no problem. So let's get on to this. I have a dear friend who's related to me, really, a massive actor. He's in House of Thrones at the moment on Netflix. You've seen him. And I had a good chat with him the other day about how actors remember lines. And I know anyway, but I like to have it reinforced in my brain. And he was explaining to me that a brain is exactly the same as a computer. There's RAM memory, and then there's hard storage memory within your brain. And that's translated to mean short-term memory, quick stuff, and then long-term memory. If you're learning a script or learning a speech, then if you commit it to your short-term memory, and in that I mean read it in the morning, learn it in the morning, read it at night, last thing at night, learn it at night, then it will go into the RAM, into the short-term memory. In time then, by going over it and over it, it will go into the long-term memory, which is the hard storage. And that works. I know it works. And I always advise people to do it. I do it myself. If I'm learning a speech, I will read it in the morning, first thing in the morning, when you're in that sort of half asleep state, go straight into your RAM. And then read it at night, go straight into your RAM. And you will be amazed at how quickly you can learn a script or learn a speech. He gave me another trick as well, which actors do, and these are the people, the actors. I know a lot of the sort of EastEnders people and the Coronation Street people, and they have to learn 2 or 3 pages of script to shoot, and then the next day 2 or 3 more speech pages. How do they do it? Well, they just do it as I said, go over it and over it into the RAM, short-term memory. But as soon as they shoot the scene, it's gone. It's quite astonishing. So he gave me this trick: read the script fast, over and over again. And then another tip is to perform it as you would a speech, but perform it really fast. Now, for some unknown reason, that goes straight into RAM, Read your script in different rooms. Very important, very important. When I did my first song ever, recorded song, Charmaine, I realized very quickly that we got super nervous when we went into the recording studio. We were super nervous, and we absolutely made a mess of it. So I got my 2 partners to go into every different room we could in the place we were in bathrooms and everything. It was stupid, singing at the tops of buses, all sorts, but it works. Try doing your speech in different rooms. It really works. I like talking about Confucianism and the 8 virtues, and the way I remember the 8 virtues is by an acronym, BRCWFL. Okay, so that's benevolence, B, or rectitude, C, courtesy, and then W, wisdom, F, fidelity, L, loyalty, and then there's two more after that, which I know anyway. But it's a good idea to have acronyms for a difficult speech, especially a technical speech. Make up an acronym. Put your words to movement. I use that for songs. A song I used to do on stage called Stairway to Heaven, and I found it very difficult to learn until I decided to do that trick. So, the Stairway to Heaven, there's a sign on the wall, so that's sign on the wall. Yeah, sign on the wall. Once you've got that movement, your brain accepts that as a cue for the word. It's the old YMCA, you know, the Y, what was it, MCAA. That's it, YMCA. But that's a good trick, the acronym trick. So I would suggest you use those tricks and you will win in this learning game. Learn them so you don't have to think. Learn your speech so you don't have to think. Then you can speak as if it's a game of tennis. And that's the way I want you to look at it, the way I look at it, and the way that works. It's something to be enjoyed. So, see you with the next tip. Bye.